Hey, Stars and Stripes RC here with you in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Received a really cool gift today. Before I get started on the unboxing on this, I want to do a shout out or two to FMS, RCbattery.com, and CNHL for their support, for sending things to me and to my fellow RC clubs in East Texas for raffle items at our RC events. I do have an RC event coming up in a week or two, and so they sent me some things to raffle off. I'll get a separate video on that stuff. I want to do a shout out to our local hobby shop, Hobby Pros, Skylar and Bobby over there, great guys. If you're ever in Albuquerque, look me up, we'll go do some flying and I'll show you some Albuquerque hospitality. But at any rate, what we got here is the 64mm FMS Futura. It's fairly new. I know it's not brand new, but it is new to me. I was really wanting to get this one. It's a good way to start into EDFs and get that learning curve down. This one is 900mm wingspan, or 35.4 inches. The motor is a KV3150 and a 40 amp ESC. I'm not sure about the servos on this one. I'll have to look more into it. They're covered up, but I'm assuming that they are 9-gram digital servos. Whether they're metal gear or not, I'm not sure. But it calls for a 4-cell 2200, which is standard pack for these small jets. Flight times, I'm hearing from other people online, 3 or 4 minutes, which is typical of an EDF normally, but anyway. They have 3 different colors on this one, red, green, and yellow. I chose red. My wingman got a green one, and so we're going to fly these together and have a lot of fun with them. The paint, I kind of looked at this a little bit before, but the paint is really nice. The finish is great. There is a lot of decaling on this, so there's a little bubbling here and there, which I'll take care of, but no big deal. They do have the ball link, again, the infamous little bitty screws right here that hold that on, which I'll be replacing. Top of the wing, really cool design. I like the design on this. Really sharp. It is a fixed gear plane, so the gear will snap in. Those for your main. You do have, I'm not sure, we'll see once we get into it if it's a CNC shock absorbing front gear. It does have foam hinges, so you got to be real careful and check those out. Sometimes those foam hinges can get really thin. Like on the X-Fly over here, I had to replace the elevator hinges with CA hinges because the foam hinge was so thin. When I was checking it, I always check by pulling on it. It was so thin, it just popped right out. So those are fixed and ready to go anyway. Rudder, again, I'm really liking the color, the decaling on it. Really cool. Got your elevator, same thing. Got the red, silver, and gray. This is going to show up really well in the air. So, and as far as the bottom of the surfaces, they're going to have the stripes, so it's going to be easy to tell whether it's right side up or not. So, and sometimes it's hard to tell on these jets, especially the faster ones. So, 2 servos, 1 for each half. These are 9-gram digital servos, as you can see right here. I'm not seeing that they are metal gear, but they are 9-gram digital. And I'm going to assume that that's all the way around. Wing spar, nose cone. This is a really decent size EDF for a 64mm. I'm thinking this is going to be a blast to fly. I've been seeing a lot of good reviews on it, and so we'll see. Okay, so even the main gear have the spring-loaded gear, which is cool. They do have fairly hard, not totally hard rubber wheels, but should be fine. Got your screws, your nose gear. Again, guys, this is going to be fixed gear, no retract, but fairly stiff. Well, that's pretty dang stiff, so we'll see how it goes as far as landing. I have a feeling that the event's going to be a all jet event for me. I'm going to have 3 or 4 jets out there that day. So the fuselage on the bottom, the infamous Tomahawk. I love that. I like that a lot. Looks really good. Main gear, your wires here. Seems pretty thin. That might tend to bend fairly easily. We'll see. Really nice. I'm loving the red on this stuff. Inside the cockpit, they got the they didn't put a EC in here. It's XT60 connector, but you can see there's plenty of room for your battery and receiver. I'm going to go with the small antennaless 6-channel receiver by Spectrum in it. So nice latch. I like when they do the latches on here instead of magnets. And sometimes they do magnets and latch, but on this it's just the latch. So again, FMS 64mm Futura. Thanks for watching.